By age 65, nearly 1 in 3 Americans experiences some form of vision loss. And by 75, almost half report memory decline that affects their daily life. But what if something as simple as 1 teaspoon of seeds each morning could help you protect your brain and eyesight? In Japan, elders have long embraced this quiet secret. Small seeds rich in ancient nutrition are part of their everyday breakfast. And these tiny treasures may be the reason why Japanese seniors remain sharp, independent, and joyful deep into their 80s and 90s. Today we'll explore 5 powerful seeds and how they support brain clarity and healthy eyes based on science and centuries of tradition. Before we begin, I'd love to know, where are you watching this from, and what time is it for you right now? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe, something very special is coming next. Why brain and vision health decline after 60? If you're over 60 and you found yourself forgetting names, misplacing keys, or squinting at the morning paper more than usual, this is not just aging, it's a warning. After 60, your brain and eyes begin to lose protection they once had. The cells in your brain called neurons start shrinking, and communication between them slows down. At the same time, the retina in your eyes becomes thinner, and blood flow to the eye decreases. This isn't just inconvenient, it can lead to serious cognitive decline and even irreversible vision loss. One major culprit: chronic inflammation. It builds quietly for years, fueled by processed foods, lack of essential nutrients, high sugar intake, and long-term stress. These factors damage the very structures that keep your memory sharp and your vision clear. Another danger is oxidative stress. Tiny particles called free radicals that break down cells in your brain and eyes. If your diet is low in antioxidants and healthy fats, you're feeding the problem, not fixing it. And let's not forget sleep deprivation, which becomes more common with age. Poor sleep disrupts the brain's cleaning system, called the glymphatic system, allowing toxins to build up. It also dries the eyes, making vision fatigue worse. This might sound scary, but here's the hopeful truth: you can take back control. Small changes in your morning routine, like adding specific seeds to your breakfast, can flood your body with the nutrients your brain and eyes desperately need. These aren't just superfoods, they're natural medicine, and they've been part of the Japanese way of life for generations. So if you've ever caught yourself thinking, is this the beginning of memory loss? Or, why can't I see as clearly as before? You need to stay with us. What you do today could help protect your independence, your clarity, and your joy for years to come. A glimpse into Japanese longevity. Seeds in everyday life. In a quiet neighborhood outside Kyoto, a 92-year-old woman named Michiko starts her morning the same way she has for decades. She kneels by her low table, her posture straight, her hands steady, and pours herself a small cup of warm barley tea. On her tray, a bowl of steamed rice sprinkled with toasted sesame seeds, miso soup with floating pumpkin seeds, and a side of seaweed salad topped with sunflower seeds. She still remembers the names of her childhood friends. She reads without glasses. She walks daily, talks softly, and laughs easily. This is not luck. This is intention, and part of a deeper Japanese philosophy called shokuiku, which means food education. In Japan, children are taught from a young age that food is not just fuel, it's nourishment, prevention, and connection. That's why small seeds rich in life-giving nutrients are deeply woven into their daily meals. You won't find massive protein bars or sugary cereals on the breakfast tables of Japan's elders. Instead, you'll see simple seasonal foods and a quiet confidence in nature's gifts. Among these seeds hold a special place: flax seeds, sesame, pumpkin, chia, and sunflower seeds, each used not as trends but as traditions. Unlike the Western approach, which often isolates nutrients into pills and powders, the Japanese embrace whole food sources, trusting in the harmony of natural combinations. Their belief: the body recognizes and responds better to real food, especially when eaten with gratitude and balance. In Okinawa, where people live some of the longest and healthiest lives on Earth, elders often grind sesame seeds fresh each morning. They mix them with sea salt to make gomashio, a flavorful topping for rice that brings not just taste but essential minerals, healthy fats, and memory support. Seeds are small, but in Japan they are powerful. They represent the wisdom of aging, well, not by fighting time, but by feeding life. So when you add 1 teaspoon of seeds to your morning, you're not just trying a new health trend. You're borrowing a ritual, a quiet, proven habit that has helped generations stay sharp, steady, and independent into their 90s and beyond. Let's now look at 5 of these remarkable seeds, starting with one that's particularly loved by both science and tradition. Flax seeds, the omega-3 brain booster. Let's begin with one of the most powerful yet humble seeds, flaxseed. Though tiny, these golden or brown seeds carry an extraordinary gift. Omega-3 fatty acids, specifically a type called ALA, alpha-linolenic acid, which is essential for brain function. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and it relies on healthy fats to build and maintain its cells. Without them, communication between neurons slows down, memory fades faster, and inflammation spreads like a silent fire. Omega-3s help put that fire out. But here's the catch: your body can't make omega-3 on its own. You have to get it from your diet, and most Western diets fall dangerously short. That's why flax seeds are such a game changer, especially for people over 60. In Japan, flaxseed isn't a trend, it's a quiet staple. While it may not be as traditional as sesame or pumpkin seeds, it has found its way into modern Japanese kitchens through miso soups, rice blends, and even baked goods. Many older adults mix freshly ground flax into a warm glass of soy milk, creating a nourishing start to the day that supports memory, digestion, and even heart health. Why ground flaxseed? Because whole flax seeds often pass through the digestive system, undigested meaning you don't absorb their full nutrients. Ground flax is better absorbed and blends easily into yogurt smoothies or warm porridge. 1 teaspoon a day is enough to make a difference. Just 1. That small act can help reduce brain fog, protect against age-related cognitive decline, and improve the flexibility of blood vessels in the brain, ensuring better blood flow and oxygen delivery to your most vital organ. There's also a lesser-known benefit: hormonal balance. Flaxseed contains lignans, plant compounds that help regulate estrogen levels, important not just for women, but also for men as they age. Hormonal balance can impact mood, sleep, and even mental clarity. And while we're focused on the brain, let's not forget the eyes. Omega-3s also play a role in eye health, supporting the retina and reducing the risk of age-related macular degeneration, a leading cause of blindness in seniors. Imagine this: a warm morning, the aroma of rice and tea in the air, and a spoonful of ground flax gently stirred into your breakfast. It's not a supplement, it's not a struggle, it's a moment of care. If you've ever felt overwhelmed by complicated diets or long lists of pills, this is your gentle reminder: it doesn't have to be that way. 1 teaspoon. 1 morning at a time. It's enough to start protecting your brain, your eyes, and your future. Chia seeds. Hydration and eye moisture support. Do your eyes feel dry when you wake up? Do you find yourself blinking more often while reading or watching TV? Dry, irritated eyes are one of the most common complaints among people over 60. But the solution may be hiding in something as simple as chia seeds. Chia seeds are small, about the size of a pinhead, but they're powerful hydration boosters. When soaked in water, they swell and form a gel-like coating. That gel holds up to 10 times their weight in water, creating a slow-release hydration source for your body. Here's why that matters as we age. Our bodies tend to lose water more easily. The tear glands in the eyes don't produce as much moisture, and the protective film over the eyes becomes thinner. That's why older adults often experience dry, itchy, or burning eyes even when they drink plenty of water. But hydration isn't just about drinking, it's also about how well your body holds onto water. That's where chia comes in. Chia seeds are rich in soluble fiber, which slows digestion and helps the body retain fluids. They also contain omega-3 fatty acids, which support the oily layer of your tear film, keeping your eyes lubricated and comfortable throughout the day. In Okinawa, Japan, a region known for having one of the world's highest concentrations of healthy centenarians, many older residents begin their day with a simple chia drink. One elderly man, Mr. Tanaka, age 87, drinks his daily energy water with pride. It's just a glass of water with 1 teaspoon of chia seeds, a few drops of yuzu, a Japanese citrus, and a pinch of sea salt. He says it keeps his eyes clear and his digestion smooth. You can try a similar version at home. Just soak 1 teaspoon of chia seeds in a glass of water for at least 10 minutes. Add a squeeze of lemon or a slice of cucumber for flavor. Drink it slowly in the morning on an empty stomach and let it hydrate you from the inside out. Chia seeds are also incredibly versatile. Sprinkle them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or stir them into yogurt. And because they're tasteless, they fit into almost any breakfast without changing the flavor. But the real beauty of chia is in its gentle, steady effect. No crash, no spike, just a quiet support system for your body's hydration, digestion, and eye comfort. If you've been waking up with dry eyes or feeling tired by midday, it may not just be sleep, it may be dehydration. And it may be time to introduce chia into your morning ritual. Pumpkin seeds. Zinc for sharp eyesight. As we age, the world doesn't always appear as crisp and vivid as it once did. Letters blur, colors fade, nighttime driving becomes more difficult. One quiet reason behind this zinc deficiency, especially common in adults over 60. Zinc is a mineral that your body doesn't produce or store, but it plays a crucial role in protecting your retina, the part of your eye responsible for sharp central vision. Without enough zinc, your eyes struggle to process light, repair tissue, and defend against damage from sunlight and screen exposure. Here's the good news. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of zinc, and they've been treasured in Japanese kitchens for generations. In Japan, roasted pumpkin seeds known as kabocha no teine are a beloved seasonal snack. They're often dry roasted with a touch of soy sauce or sea salt and enjoyed alongside green tea in the autumn. But many older Japanese continue to eat them year-round, not just for taste, but for health. Zinc in pumpkin seeds supports the macula, the part of your eye responsible for detailed vision like reading, recognizing faces, or driving. When zinc levels are low, the risk of age-related macular degeneration (AMD) rises sharply. This is one of the leading causes of blindness in older adults. Even more fascinating, zinc also helps transport vitamin A from the liver to the retina, enabling your eyes to produce melanin, a protective pigment that shields them from UV damage. It's like having natural sunglasses built from the inside out. Let's not forget your brain either. Zinc supports communication between brain cells and may reduce symptoms of cognitive decline, anxiety, and even depression. If you want to add pumpkin seeds to your life, keep it simple. Lightly toast them at home with a sprinkle of sea salt. Add them to oatmeal soups or morning rice. Or do it the Japanese way, grind them and stir them into warm miso soup for a comforting vision-boosting breakfast. 1 teaspoon per day is enough to begin seeing benefits, but be consistent. The strength of Japanese habits lies in repetition, not volume. It's not about how much you eat at once, it's about eating a little every day with care and intention. And here's a tip: store your pumpkin seeds in a glass jar away from sunlight to keep their nutrients intact. If your eyes have been feeling more tired lately, if night lights blur or print looks less clear, it might not just be aging. It might be a gentle whisper from your body asking for a little more support. Sesame seeds, ancient secret for memory. Long before modern supplements and brain training apps, Japanese elders trusted something far simpler: sesame seeds. In ancient temples across Kyoto, monks would prepare small bowls of rice seasoned with sesame salt gomashio before long meditation sessions. They believed that these tiny seeds supported mental clarity, calm energy, and sharper memory. And modern science is now catching up to that wisdom. Sesame seeds contain sesamin and sesamolin, natural plant compounds that have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. These help increase blood flow to the brain, protect neurons from damage, and reduce oxidative stress, one of the key drivers behind memory loss as we age. After 60, blood circulation to the brain naturally slows. This can lead to forgetfulness, slower thinking, and even an increased risk of dementia. But compounds in sesame seeds help keep your arteries flexible and your brain nourished, so you stay sharp, focused, and confident. In Japan, sesame seeds aren't just sprinkled, they're celebrated. They appear in everything from soups to rice balls, from dressings to desserts. The most beloved form for elders, gomashio, a mix of ground sesame seeds and sea salt that's both delicious and deeply healing. Elderly people across Japan still use a traditional suribachi, a ceramic grinding bowl with a wooden pestle, to grind their sesame fresh each morning. The act itself is calming, grounding, and deeply intentional. It's not just a step in cooking, it's a moment of care. One elderly woman in Nagano, age 85, shared her morning ritual: a small bowl of steamed rice with a sprinkle of freshly ground gomashio, a miso soup with tofu and wakame, and hot green tea. She says, "It's not just food, it's memory support. I feel more awake when I eat it." Here's how you can bring this to your own home. Toast sesame seeds gently in a dry pan until fragrant. Then grind them with a pinch of sea salt. Store the mixture in a small glass jar and sprinkle a teaspoon over your breakfast rice, eggs, or even toast. You can also stir it into soups or blend it into salad dressings. Not only will you be nourishing your memory, you'll be engaging in a ritual that promotes mindfulness, simplicity, and connection to your meal. Sesame seeds also contain vitamin E, calcium, magnesium, and iron, nutrients your brain needs daily, especially as you age. And because they're small and soft, they're easy to chew and digest, even for those with dental concerns. If you've noticed your memory slipping, or if you simply want to keep your mind strong and alert, this might be one of the gentlest yet most powerful habits you can adopt. Sunflower seeds, vitamin E and antioxidants. Imagine a garden in the Japanese countryside, tall sunflowers stretching toward the sky, their golden faces following the morning light. In some towns, especially across rural Hokkaido, you'll still find older couples tending these flowers, not just for beauty, but for their seeds. Sunflower seeds are more than a snack. They're one of nature's richest sources of vitamin E, a fat-soluble antioxidant that helps protect brain cells and eye tissues from aging and environmental stress. Vitamin E supports the brain by shielding neurons from oxidative damage, the very kind that accelerates memory loss and cognitive decline. And when it comes to vision, vitamin E plays a major role in slowing the progression of age-related macular degeneration, one of the most common causes of vision loss after 65. In the Japanese approach to health, seeds like these are treasured not for excess but for balance. Elders don't eat handfuls, they eat teaspoons. A little bit every day. Slowly, with presence. Sunflower seeds are also high in selenium, another antioxidant mineral that works closely with vitamin E to reduce inflammation and support immune strength. And they offer B vitamins, especially folate and B6, which are important for mood stability and brain function, particularly as we age. There's a reason why so many centenarians keep sunflower seeds in glass jars in their kitchens. One couple in Aomori, both in their late 80s, shared how they roast a small batch once a week, sprinkle them into miso soup, and sometimes eat them with a spoonful of honey as an afternoon treat. It keeps us cheerful, they said, like the sunflower. If you're wondering how to add sunflower seeds to your life, start simply, toast them lightly until golden and fragrant. Eat them as is, or sprinkle them over yogurt, oatmeal, or steamed vegetables. You can even mix them with ground flax or chia to create a seed blend that fuels both your brain and your eyes. Be mindful of portion size. Just 1 teaspoon a day can provide over a third of your daily vitamin E needs. That's the power of food when it's used intentionally, not for quick fixes, but for lifelong support. And here's a bonus. Sunflower seeds are affordable, easy to store, and accessible across the U.S. They don't need fancy preparation, just care and consistency. If you've been feeling mentally foggy, emotionally low, or if your eyes tire more easily than before, sunflower seeds may offer a natural, gentle lift. Not a cure, but a nudge. A reminder that healing often starts with small steps repeated with love. Daily routine. How to rotate and combine seeds safely. Now that you've discovered 5 powerful seeds, flax, chia, pumpkin, sesame, and sunflower, how do you start using them without feeling overwhelmed? It's simple. 1 teaspoon, 1 seed, 1 morning at a time. Here's a gentle weekly rhythm inspired by Japanese simplicity. Monday, ground flax seed in warm soy milk or oatmeal. Tuesday, chia seed water with lemon first thing in the morning. Wednesday, toasted pumpkin seeds over steamed rice or soup. Thursday, fresh gomashio, sesame, plus sea salt sprinkled on your breakfast. Friday, a teaspoon of sunflower seeds stirred into yogurt. Saturday, mix 2 seeds like chia and pumpkin for a hydration. Plus, zinc combo. Sunday, rest or repeat your favorite. Always remember, seeds are nutrient dense, so moderation is key. 1 teaspoon per day is more than enough. If you're on medication, especially blood thinners, or have digestive issues, speak with your doctor before making changes. Keep your seeds fresh by storing them in sealed glass jars away from heat and light. This isn't a diet, it's a ritual of nourishment, a way to honor your body gently each morning. When done with care, these small choices add up to sharper thoughts, clearer vision, and a stronger, steadier you. In a world filled with complex diets and overwhelming health advice, it's easy to forget the power of the small and simple. But today, you've seen how just 1 teaspoon of seeds each morning, flax, chia, pumpkin, sesame, or sunflower, can quietly support your brain, your eyes, and your overall well-being. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about respecting the wisdom of your body and giving it the gentle nourishment it needs to thrive even as the years pass. Remember, in Japan, longevity doesn't come from extremes. It comes from rhythm balance and quiet habits repeated with care. That's the beauty of these seeds, not just in what they contain, but in how they invite you to slow down and reconnect with your health one mindful moment at a time. Please keep in mind, health information shared on YouTube is not one size fits all and does not replace medical advice. If you have concerns about your health, always consult your doctor or healthcare provider. If you believe you may be experiencing a medical emergency, call your doctor or local emergency number immediately. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope today's video brought you not just knowledge, but hope. Until next time, take care and be gentle with yourself.